Right. So let me see if I can encapsulate this just a little bit. So in a traditional product categories, you're commonly looking and saying, who is the competition that I have to beat? In these particular cases, in the short term, we don't probably have to beat, and when I say we, Tesla doesn't have to beat any competition. What they have to do is they have to produce a compelling product at a compelling price, compelling service at a compelling price in order to be in the game. They have to be doing something that somebody wants, because the TAM is so huge on all of it, whether it's the compute, whether it is the robots, whether it's full self-driving, whether it is some kind of dojo as a service, ChatGPT, Grok, which is, of course, over on X. All of these things, there's a massive opportunity out there, and there's going to be lots of winners. Long term, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, 5 years from now, yeah, there may be a market fallout depending on who's ahead and who's behind. But it's probably going to be Tesla in the lead. And then we can shift the thinking at that point over to what is the cost of entry? And you went clearly and showed the cost of entry is too high for almost anybody. There's only a few players, the Kuwaitis and they can bring in their money and they can buy the companies that can do this kind of stuff. But basically, it's going to cost tens, if not hundreds of $1 billions to even be a player in a lot of these categories. That's the initial investment. Kind of like going to space. It's really hard to be a player unless you're already a player. You have to be really big to contemplate even getting bigger. So, and for these guys that are really big already, hitting that $1 trillion number is kind of a fun thing for them to contemplate. But then downstream, let's again take it 3 years out. When we get to that point, who are the winners and losers going to be? There's only one company that is doing the data collection. They're doing the compute themselves with their own chips and their own data centers. They're doing their own hardware in terms of the hardware around all of that. They're doing they have their own factories. They're maybe the most efficient user of capital in history in terms of factory creation and then actually making the products, whether it's cars or anything else that they've done. So they have the capacity to then make the bot, make the whatever it happens to be that's going to, the cars, et cetera, they're going to utilize all of this information. So with that kind of verticality in their business model, they're going to be very hard to beat when the competition does get stiff. If you happen to be a big fan of the Cybertruck, you might also be interested in this super fun Cybertruck refrigerator magnet and bottle opener. It is made out of super thick stainless steel, just like the Cybertruck, and it has this giant magnet on the back, so it's going to hold a lot of stuff on your refrigerator. It's an amazing gift, and it comes in that great gift box that you saw before that uses a magnet opener, just almost like an Apple box, like when you get Apple products. You can buy it on Amazon for $29.95, or you can buy it direct from me by sending $25 to paypal.me/Randy Kirk, all in lowercase letters. Please indicate whether you want the stainless steel look or maybe you'd like to have this very clever camo version. And then if you're not in the US, please add $20 for freight. If you'd like more than one, please check the information below to get pricing, as well as all that information I just told you will be repeated in the information below. So once again, think about joining the channel, getting the up-to-date Tesla news every single day. I think you'll be glad you did.